Hello. Hello, hello. How are we? I hope we are well. Welcome in, Dan. Welcome in, Yasity. Oh, chartreuse today. What do you mean by that? Hmm. Welcome in, Kane. I hope everyone is doing well on this Wednesday evening. It's getting warm. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too warm. No warm weather. Don't like it. I don't know. Not like I know what color that is. It's like a yellow green. The weather sadness. Yes, I'm just not built for it. I'm just not built for it. Not for me. We are getting to the height of summer, and I'm melting. Melting, melting, melting Maeve. But yes. Pardon me. Pardon me. No melting today. Thank you for the water. I honestly, you know, I should have bought one of those the other day at the drugstore. They actually have like spray, like condensed water bottles for like water mist for your skin. But they are really, honestly, really nice in the summer. I forgot about those. My son's inside this stream. Yeah. I should get one. I don't know how much they are anymore. I haven't bought one in a long time. But they're in like skincare areas in like a drugstore. Also, hello. Hello. We are here. OMG, the spray fan combo, the memories. Yeah. Yeah. The handheld fans. Welcome in, Sylvie. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I think I forgot to change the audio source. 1 second while it's paused. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I am alive, I think. Same. 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 We'll all suffer and melt together. It's fine. Okay, that should be fixed now. I have an iced coffee from McDonald's as a drink for today, but for some reason they made it extra sweet. And I'm like, this is too sweet. This is too sweet. I can only drink it in small sips. So if you hear me clearing my throat a lot, that's probably why. Well, sugar rush? No. No. I balanced it out. I had sushi for dinner. It was some veggie sushi. So I balanced it out. I had my veggies and now I'm having my sugar. Because I am a wimp and do not like raw fish. So I do not eat normal sushi. Also, I think I'm too big. Hold on. Do we like me being a little bit bigger, even if it cuts off the text a little bit? No raw fish? Okay. There is one place in my city that does sushi really well, but they are so expensive and they only do omakase. Big. 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 Maybe too big. So they only do omakase, and it's like an actual process. You know what? Fair. Fishy raw fish is not great. Yeah, and the fact is where I'm at, there is no way to get fresh fish easily. So, unfortunately, it kind of, unless you're gonna cook it, it's gonna be a little fishy smelling and fishy tasting. But yeah, the one place in my city that I go to, or that I've gone to, that does the omakase, they actually fly in their fish like every week. Like, they only open 2 days a week, and they fly in their fish fresh. That's a sentence. Fish fresh. So, yeah. Okay. So, we are going to the next case, which apparently is a flashback for Miles to a very early case in his career. Do I have any idea what this K8 is? Not K18, it's K something. K18 is a different thing. K18 is for your hair. It's a case. It's the case that got stolen, the files that got stolen from the first case. So we're figuring out why, who, and reliving this past case and seeing how it affects our present. And of course, the music's a jam. Yeah. Let us continue. Turnabout reminiscence. Kay Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the piece of cloth that she conjured up, has taken me back to many years ago. "7 years earlier." I don't know why, for some reason, I thought it was 10. I was pretty sure it was 10. Yeah, that's right. I did it. I killed the guy. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. I said if that went too fast. Don't you get it? I know the true identity of the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? Well, there you go. Mr. Rel, I think we've heard just enough about... Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me. Well, the names line up. I think is this the first time we're seeing inside the courtroom? In an Ace Attorney game? Oh, Miles. Miles. My love, what is this outfit? My love, what is this? It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom.
He's just a baby.
And so it is my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for the prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Edgeworth. Oh god. There he is. The ruffles. The ruffles intensify. Sir. Have you read all of the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. Paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. I have a chance to stand in the court at such an early stage in my career. I'm honored and proud. As I've watched over your studies, I'm giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Yes, sir. Oh, that evil smirk. That such a legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. Edgeworth, sweetie, darling, hi, chef, how are you? We're good. Although I think Edgeworth is putting far too much faith in me. Far too much faith. He's like, I have to be perfect. Do you know who you're talking to? Not me. Not me. Yep, can't fail. Sir, what are you doing to the garbage can? Oh, it's not a garbage can. I thought it was a garbage can. It's a water fountain. What the fuck? This is so good. I could drink a whole gallon. I've never heard that water tastes that good. Maybe I'll give him a minute. Gulp, gulp. I'm trying to make the gulp sound and it was like Oh god, he keeps going. Does he plan on gulping the entire reservoir dry? Probably. A bulletin board. There are trial schedules posted on it. Trial scheduled for this week. Huh. There's only today's trials listed. This must be a mistake, or this country's judicial system is not going to work as it should. Hello, sir and/or... Oh, ma'am. I wasn't sure. I was just about to say sir and/or ma'am. Excuse me, madam, but is something the matter?
Just thought someone would have brought hors d'oeuvres by now.
But this is a courthouse. That would be quite atypical to provide hors d'oeuvres here.
Are you sure? Someone poured me a cup of coffee last I was here.
What the heck does she think a courthouse is for? Aren't these great? Daddy made all of these.
Awesome! But didn't you get fired right after you made them?
Yeah, I did. I spent the same amount of money on this model as it cost to build the real thing. Someone may need to take this child from their father. And my boss wasn't very happy with me.
Hey, Daddy. Did you say you built a secret mechanism inside of it?
I'll tell you about that someday when you're older. A secret mechanism. Maybe he installed it as payback for getting fired? It could be trouble. Now I'm curious. Courthouses are for drinking coffee? Exactly. That's all they're good for, you know? Who says egad? Egad. What a cold stare he's giving me. However, as a disciple of Von Karma, there is no option but to win. It's the bailiff. He's supposed to be like that. Ugh. He's good. The power of his cold stare rivals my own. He's sleeping while standing up. A bookshelf, huh? Compendium of Law for Beginners. I don't have time to read this and second guess myself now. Model of the courthouse. It's pretty well constructed. Hands and a face. Don't tell me this thing transforms. Yet, I wonder what other purpose they could have been for. A secret mechanism. What's this door? This should lead to the defendant's lobbies. Edward, where is your composure? If you wish to take a look at your enemy, do so in the courtroom, as you crush him. Indeed, thank you. You're a man of wisdom and experience, sir. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct?
No worries, Sylvie. Enjoy your lurk.
Exactly. The killer had the gall to say he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Vern Faraday, gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Vern Faraday? He's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
He is the Yatakarasu.
Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. As a prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals. I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven. Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Byrne Faraday, I will prove the defendant's guilt. Very good. I have secured an hour of recess for you to prepare just to do that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. Today's trial. So, you seem to firmly understand. No. Not at all. Something so odd about that? What's so odd about it? What's so odd about it? You gotta just say it. You gotta tell me what's so odd about it. Pleasantly odd? I don't know. I honestly don't know what other voice to give him, to be fair. Because he's not, well, yes, he is old. He is old. But he's not old enough to have old man voice. You know? So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down here in the case files. Well then, explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about. Understood.
Oh, that's a pretty flag.
A murder was committed on the 8th of September. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the... Kodopian Embassy? I'm gonna say? Kodopian. The victim, Mr. Deedman, Really? Really? His name is Deedman? Jesus. Was a member of staff at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mac Real, was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Yeah, because he's Mr. Deadman. Deedman. Deed. It's like how I say dead sometimes.
I'm dead. Mr. Deadman.
Nah, he okay. No, he's dead. No, he's actually dead. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatigarasu had successfully infiltrated the Kodopian embassy as well. At first, Real claimed that he himself was the Yatigarasu, but he did not kill Mr. Deadman. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wanted to go down while in the spotlight if he was found guilty. There is truly no limit to people's inanity. Deed has died. Yep, indeed. Deed has deed. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Real as the murderer. The act of Mr. Real firing the gun could easily be seen from the visitor's gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatakarasu burned Faraday. That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear simply to be the murder of the Kodopian embassy staff member, people are actually referring it to the second KG8 incident. I was close when I said K18. I was close. The second KG8 incident? I'm sorry, very sorry, sir. I fear I failed to study hard enough. Well, even among the police, it's information that only a few people are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? The second KG8 incident. Sir, what did you mean by the second KG8 incident? In order for me to tell you, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper. Okay, jot it down in the notes. You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct? Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. CCU was an employee of the Amano Group and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Oh my god, I just realized her name. Wasn't a Kodovian staff embassy member arrested for the murder? Yes, a Kodovian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. Yeah, like fucking forge evidence, because that's what you're known for. Make sure all criminals are found guilty. My mentor is really dedicated. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like the last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on? The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did with the KG8 incident. So why is it being called the second KG8 incident? So that's why it's being called the second KG8 incident? Yes. Yet there is one difference between the two incidents. What would that be?
The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu.
Yatagarasu. Better find out more. If it is true that the Yatagarasu shows up at the Cadopian embassy, what could he or she have been after?
No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or, more likely, to steal secrets from the Cadopian embassy itself. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police.
What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police?
I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting top secret treatment.
Hello, Samu. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome.
Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say?
That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday.
Mr. Faraday?
He just said he was in charge of the case.
He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well.
Hey, I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna need to use you as some background noise. Please whisper, thank you.
Okay. I will whisper now. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me, but I will whisper for a little while. Thank you for coming in, Umgak.
He is the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. Do I need to whisper a little more? Does this sound okay? You thought ASMR didn't do anything for you? Oh no. Oh dear. Now I can't remember the voice I was doing. Oh no. I'm trying to do it in a whisper and it's not working.
What is it, little girl?
You're scary, mister.
Did you need something?
I want to trade these coins with you.
Good night, Mgak. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. It looks like you've got exactly $1. Is that what you want?
Thanks, that's exactly what I needed.
Could that child be here to watch the trial?
How disrespectful for a child to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? As he says with a child standing directly behind him.
The paperwork has been... Prosecutor substitution has been completed.
Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
I'm so sorry.
I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant.
It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me.
A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth.
Debut? We get to see Edgeworth's VTuber debut? Wow. We didn't get a silhouette teaser or anything. We're just hopping straight into it. No one else is here. Oh no, no one showed up for his debut. No one showed up.
Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible for the defense? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either?
Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday?
I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention.
Ah, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform.
You know, Mr. Judge, sir, some of us have performance anxiety. You know, please be kind. Huh?
Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess?
I know it's very big, it's very huge expectations that you know, I'm not quite sure I can live up to. I'm just a small bean making my first court debut. I'm new here. Let me be. I hope I can do good.
I could have sworn I heard a... Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. A popper, you say? Bet Faraday is dead. He's probably gotta be. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume. However, yes, it'll all be but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Mr. Faraday. What is this blasted buffoon up to? He's dead.
It's an emergency, sirs.
Oh. That is not the voice I give fucking Gumshoe. Silence. There shall be no yelling in the sacred halls of the law. What do you mean? Edgeworth and Wright yell at each other all the time. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once.
Here comes you.
Please, wait. You have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them, they're... I was not expecting both to be dead. I was expecting Faraday, but not the others. Stay back. Ah. Oh, what do I do for a voice for him? Oh no, what do I do for a voice for him? I already used my gruffled voice for Von Karma. Oh no. Think. Think. I think what kind of a voice I should do for him. Maybe I'll just do a really like quiet voice. A really quiet, low voice. Hopefully my mic will pick it up. We'll see. No one's allowed in the crime scene. Period. Just who does this? Oddball think he is. Thank you for the head pat, Samu, and the hydrate, and the posture check. Thank you for the care package. Oh, wait, did the head pat not work? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do to You know what? I'll fix it for next stream. I don't know why the head pat's not working. But thank you for the head pat anyway, Samu. I appreciate it. This is becoming quite the hotspot. Isn't she Mr. Rel's defense attorney? Hey, you! No running in the hallway, pal. And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Or we can investigate the ants coming in the window. The sofa looks like to have seen its fair share of use. And it looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. My eyes have locked. Eyes with my reflection in the barred window. As a student of Von Karma, I refuse to back down. Is he having a staring contest with himself? Edgeworth. Sweetie. Sweetie. You're okay. You don't have to win all the time. Can't look at the ants. Let him have this. I will try my best. Ooh, let's look at what we have in the vending machine. We have a hot dog, some beef jerky, a ham sandwich. Pauline would like that. Some milk. Ew, why milk? A Swiss roll, and it looks like oranges or orange juice. And something behind. Gumshoe. I'm just confused why there are drinks. Oh no, that is the orange juice. It's next to him. Why there are drinks in here when there's a drink machine right next to him. And you are... Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor. A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours? Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it is what I was born to do. You keep dreaming big, buddy. Keep dreaming big. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me about what you know about the incident? You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would behoove me to behoove you to fill me in on what you know. Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to the defendant lobby number 2. So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then kind of froze. You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much. Then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together and both men were lying there dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that is it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Got it. Thank you, Gumshoe. Whoop. We'll talk to Pretty Lady first. Do you have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take care of Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma.
Doopy-doopy-doo. Don't you say that.
Do not take me for some naive novice. Huh? Don't take me for some naive novice? So you're a student of Von Karma. I shouldn't. Those clothes are a dead giveaway. Stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Thanks for a great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do this sort of thing at all. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto. Callisto you. And if you're telling me the truth, then we're about to go head-to-head in court. But of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu. But of course, I've heard much about you. You're really a real Shakespeare. That's a normal sentence, ma'am. That's a normal sentence. Did I say something funny? Apparently. Apparently your existence is funny, my child. My love, my dear. I would appreciate it if you update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to the detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What is so funny? It's just the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as if nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nope. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide. I was just informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So, how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here? I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about talking to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other guy, Mr. Macreal, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went into the defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name Gumshoe. He was in charge of guarding the place. He was claiming that no one else went inside the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such imprudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu cases are also one of my assignments. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday was really the Yatagarasu or not? Well, well. Looks like you might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son. Son? But I'm not your son, Pops.
Mrs. Yu, there's someone over here who wishes to see you.
Who is it?
A Cadopian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. Wasn't he the one who was suspected in the first case? The first KG8 case?
What? What's going on? Becker's bad and misused moods are just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin? I'll be right there. It's nice to see you again. Miss you. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again.
Now, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat?
Fine, let's go. Bad. Von Karma. It's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir? Yes. He's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of the crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. Is the crime scene where a detective is the most useful and effective? It's not like I don't know that. Moving on through Bad. That man I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG8 incident? So I was right. So what is that man doing wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I mean, you also just walked by him. So I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. I don't know why I've given him a southern accent, but I've given him a southern accent. And we're going with it. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Well then, back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Objection!
Oh,
It's little Francisca.
little Francisca. She's only 10 here. Why does she still have a whip?
Papa, how can you place him in charge?
Francisca, what are you doing here?
I'm here for summer vacation. What else?
Francisca von Karma. So she is on vacation from Germany. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his, who's also a junior to me.
You're the one who's a junior to me, and don't you forget it.
You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you?
Huh. If you were able to pass, then I'd have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never.
Why does she always have to be in competition? Or this competitive?
Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Edgeworth?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. So I'm 100% confident that I can do a better job than him.
That's just like Francisca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad. Yeah. These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both these kids loose on a crime scene? This is the perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. Crime scene is no place for children to be messed around in. I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, bad. And I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Francisca, I will leave this case to the two of you.
Understood, sir.
Understood.
Yes, Papa.
I will go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this. We're letting a 10-year-old walk into a crime scene? I think she's 10. Hold on. I assume it tells us here. Oh, jeez. She's 60. Jesus. Sorry, she's 13. Wait, then that makes... I thought she was 7. Oh, she might have been 19 in the one we saw before, and I'm misremembering it as 17. He's 24. Tyrell Bad. I don't know why a southern accent just works really well for him. A list of you is 22. Everyone's young. I don't know what this guy's on. Everyone's young. Judge, we don't know. We don't know her. Yatagarasu, we don't know. 32. 53, 40, 60. Wait, that means he had her at 47. I don't know if that math is mathing. Because I don't know if, well, maybe. I don't know. This doesn't seem correct in my head. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Francisca. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worth the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Long time no see. Long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we'll see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name. Crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. Looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Mr. Detective Bad. Mr. Detective Bad. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be an arduous task. Well, that immediately doesn't make any sense, but sure. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. Is the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously? Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they're finished talking. What are you talking about? I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. A competition? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name. Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come out of your foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Are you accepting my challenge, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you accepting? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Well then, let's begin the investigations, shall we? I will go find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime scene. A crime. How delightfully childish. You kids over here, hold it. Kid? Huh. Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I'll do what I please. And I won't allow you to cause a ruckus in my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're gonna watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. Now, do what I say from now on, okay, kids? You better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started, alright? Great, now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it'll be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. Welcome in, Captain. I hope you're doing well. What? And what would you do to my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Everyone is guilty, usually. Usually there is no one safe in these games. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you? What is it? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons. Yeah, it does. That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire these weapons? The gun was inside Mr. Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Condopian embassy member staff. But I never heard nothing about the knife. Mr. Realm was being held by the police. There ain't no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that was yet to be presented? But then, why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if... It is possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it. Huh. Hey, you've got a brain in there after all, kid. He's still gonna treat me like a kid forever. Looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from the crime scene like this. Not yet. I feel like it's much too early to be drawing conclusions yet. I must first find conclusive evidence as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name. There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any signs of disturbance. Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle? After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hall, you know? Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. Okay, can we look in the bag? There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this is Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is evidence? I better not touch it. I'll leave fingerprints on it. Do you not pay attention to anything you do? Okay, so we can't actually look in the bag? Okay. The window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Ugh. The flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think you could maybe try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flower. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the window? Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through the window, through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. TV. Maybe they're not dead. Who knows? Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. And perhaps you should purchase more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Whoa, this thing is huge! Ah! And way too noisy. You're the noisy one over here, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around here? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me. When it's this guy. Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between these two men? Nah. Eh. It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rill. At first glance, it seems that they must have killed each other. However, using logic, the only logical conclusion is... Aha! What was the outburst for? My detective instincts just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rill that fell first, see? You don't need a detective instincts for that, that's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, so gun. Looks like Mr. Faraday died holding the gun in his right hand. So he shot Mr. Rill and then fell on top of him while still gripping the gun. I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? It's not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. No, it doesn't. It appears that police screening procedures need to have a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes before handing the gun, or about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Mr. Faraday. How ironic it is for him to lose his life in a courthouse. Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. Who did Maeve kill? No one yet. Or at least not I'm aware of. For legal reasons, this is a joke. But welcome in, Shay. I hope you're doing well. I can't believe this happened while on my watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Doing okay? I'm tired from work. That's fair. I feel like it's gonna be another one of those like long weeks. It's gonna be a little bit of a draining week, but we'll make it through. We'll all make it through. Because we've got each other to keep us pushing through. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then go get back to work. Find out his cause of murder. Right. I'm on it, pal. My hours are all over the place. Oh, that's always the worst. Because then you don't have any consistency and it's just like, I hate it. Looks like Mr. Real died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck to it. Then he must have used this as a weapon. Yup, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot down some notes about it. Can we talk about the bloody bag before I talk about the other dude? Why are these plastic bags scattered all around? Yes. Know that much, detective. Yeah, we've done this part already. Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but blah 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 blah. Anyway, these bags is evidence of a fight between the two men. Okay, so nothing there. Yeah, no, it was pretty consistent. It used to be pretty consistent because of us losing people. It's just almost only me getting weirded out. Oh. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. But you can do it. You can push through. We're almost at the weekend. I don't know if you work weekends, but we're almost at the weekend. No, they are not lovers. They so far have, I think, killed each other. Always work weekends? Oh, okay then. I hope we push through the weekend quickly for you to be able to have a restful week. Romantic. No, not romantic. First, he killed an Cadopian embassy staff member, and then he was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know? Oh, what makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So he's definitely the type to commit a murder. Okay. We can't, Gumshoe, we can't, no. Just because someone commits a robbery does not necessarily mean they're willing to commit murder. I just hope I won't be too drained for my tourney. I hope so. I hope you're not too tired. Be sure to get as much rest as you can, okay? Try to rest up as much as you can. I commit grand froggery. You know that carries a life sentence, you know, Ngek? I hope you know this. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Deadman. Good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. I commit grand fuckery. And you better arrest me then? You got mad when I tried to put Frog Yak on a leash, so I don't know. I think you're just gonna live with the curse at this point. And what does committing grand fuckery mean? Are you committing fuckery? Does fuckery Does fuckery contain more than one individual? I need to know the specifics. Yep. Do you know about it? It's a special feeling that all detectives... We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation, please. I get a case of the fuckarounds. The fuckarounds? Oh. So we get to find out here soon. We get to find out here soon. I think that's all here. I hear fuckery afoot. Welcome in, Captain. Yes, fuckery is afoot. Anyone within my range gets to witness silly mind. The silly mind that is mind. Oh, yeah. We fuck around and we find out. This looks like a couch ready to be disposed of. No, all good, Shay. I figured it out. I figured it out. Don't worry. It's so soft. I could sleep for all 25 hours on the day, like, on this thing. 25? Okay, that's a little harsh. That's a little harsh. If only I could dispose of him. Wait, it still says I have something to find here? Oh. His hand is all blacked. His hand is all black down here. See? I wonder what this could be. If you look closely, its blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. Mr. Faraday has an ink stain on his left hand. Why is there an ink stain in such a place?
The fingerprints. You must get the fingerprints.
Yes, I usually get ink on my hand when I use my feather pen. Feather pen? I've never seen one before. You sure you aren't making it up, pal? Mr. Rail's cause of death was from being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him laying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone is trying to hide the truth. Are you saying they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. Rel's cause of death with his body position like that. Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail, if possible.
What's this?
Not able to form a theory with them the way they are. I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding perfect evidence, don't you?
I suppose you have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it.
Labby?
Yes, sir. We have taken photos of the crime scene, sir.
And there you have it. Do you not approve? Of course not. What? Investigating the crime scene is a work of a detective. Don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will ya? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, don't get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You got, oh, there you go. Oh. Please don't eat it. Do not eat the glue, the thermal paste. Please, no. Please, no. Why do you want to eat it, is my question. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm sat. I'm listening. I'm all ear. I've got questions. If I eat it, it'll fuse my body, right? Okay, this summer is gonna be brutal with the heat. Okay, yes, but eating thermal paste will mean you are, okay. Okay, I'm going to say this. No, do not support this. If you eat the thermal paste, yes, you will be cooler because you'll be 6 feet under. Do you understand? You will be friends with the worms and the bugs. It doesn't kill them. No, they'll be hotter, actually. I mean, true, you'll be closer to the Earth's core. You will technically be hotter. But at that point, your body can also not register temperature. So I don't think it matters. As a summer hater, this is important science. I am also a summer hater here, Umgak, and I'm not about to start condoning people eating thermal paste. Okay, look, you're missing the big point, okay? I could be a metahuman. You could also be dead. Is that a risk you are willing to take? Jinx. No, 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 no. Why? Why? I'm gonna try this now. Umgek, you cannot try this until I've roped you into Night Rain. You cannot do this. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is when you just get a bowl of ice, you put it in front of a fan, and it blows cold air at you. Just do that instead. And then you have cold water. It's not the same. No, don't die. And then after we beat Night Red, I get to try them. What if we don't have ice and only have thermal paste? Make sure you find a... Yeah, ice and water and some iced up towels and a fan. And lay on your floor. Because your floors are usually colder. Texas heat without AC makes you do stuff to survive. As long as it doesn't make you eat thermal paste. I don't. I really don't. But if you can write me a full scientific paper with references and a full, like, I need a full bibliography with references and secondary sources, and I need it to be peer reviewed. Then I will condone the eating of thermal paste. If and only then. What if he invents edible thermal paste? Isn't that just ice? I don't know. We'll write the paper together after this experiment. Bro, I should just do that right. There you go. Invent edible thermal paste instead of just eating thermal paste. You can invent the edible one, then sure. No, you're about to say that the one right now is also edible. It'll still be made out of the stuff that makes up thermal paste. Just safer to eat. If he survives, the thermal paste is already— No! No! Were we the type to eat glue and crayons as children? Is this the same energy? Oh shit, she got crayon. Yeah, you can have the blue one. Oh right, you did save me the purple one. I forgot about that. You can have the blue raspberry. I hope it's yummy. I like how Dan was like, no. Meanwhile, crayons, crayon, crayon. It's like, keys, keys, jingle, 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 jingle. I said your favorite word, keys, jingle, jingle, jingle. Except in this chat, it's gonna be thermal paste. Don't eat thermal paste, but thermal paste. All right, Cat and Suki, have a good night. Thank you for being here. I'll take a shot of glue with that, please. What's your chaser? Thermal paste? Where? Yeah. That's normal. I'm pretty sure that's just normal. Is it not? Unless you're eating like pine cones. Now that's weird. Jay. Nuts. Nuts. Just don't eat the mushrooms if you're out in the forest. Don't eat the mushrooms. That's all I can tell you as someone who's gone camping multiple times. I'll have a bit. I'm gonna regret reading this out loud, but I will have a big serving of homie's nuts, please. But then I can't see any of the funny colors. I mean, you can. There's other ways. Not that I condone. All right, Governor. Wait, huh? Wait, you're the one who ordered them. You were the one who ordered them. Tricked need. Yeah, tricked need. That's a lot. There you go. There's the nerd. I would like a pound of nuts, please. That'll be $4, baby. You want fries with that? What is your favorite nut? Since we're on the topic of nuts. Walnut. I think we know Ungak's favorite if he's ordering already. Yeah, I think, yeah, you already said your preference. Also, yes, for a full pound of nuts would be a lot. Wouldn't it? Or no, would that be a lot? I don't know. I'm horrible with weight measurement. I am horrible with it. Sorry. There's a knife wound in his chest, see? I was wondering if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rail is holding. Labby?
Yes, sir. Verifying right now, sir.
I enjoy a good peanut. Or an almond. Or a cashew. Make it quick. From the looks of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rail is holding is the one that killed Mr. Faraday. Not that kind of peanut. You misspelled it. Youch! What's wrong, detective? There you go, peanut. My stomach hurt just from just thinking about getting stabbed. Keep your mind on the case, alright? Although I am partial to keep the skin on. With peanuts. Shot in the chest. It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been with the detective a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. There aren't many burn marks on his clothes. That must mean... Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it's discharged from the firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired at point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rail must have been shot at least a yard or two away. Try and sleep again. No worries, Umgak. I love pistachios. Pistachios are good. Although I didn't get the whole Dubai chocolate craze, personally. With like the pistachios and the everything that was. I didn't get it. Me neither. I didn't. It's fine, but it's not like, oh my god, life-changing. Like, I'd still rather have like a baklava more than whatever the heck they were putting the Dubai chocolate stuff on. Yeah, it wasn't like, it didn't deserve to be as hyped as it was. Like, it's, yeah, like you said, it's good. It's just not, Oh my god, you have to try this. Oh my god, it's insane. It's not that amazing. You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff at your age, pal. Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Okay, so can't check that. Can check the gun. Mr. Faraday is holding a gun in his right hand. That's the one Mr. Rel got blown away by, right? Labby, your answer? Yes, sir. We found that the ballistic markings do yum 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 yum. Let me try that again. Yes, sir. We have found that the ballistic markings do match that gun. Oh, ballistic markings are a figurative fingerprint a gun leaves on a bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from. Yeah, that's it. Of course, I knew all about that, pal. Maybe you would have been better off going to the academy. Come on, sir. Cut me some slack, will ya? So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rill. Good to know. I'm going to do a quick little sip. God. I will say, the only part about this game that also makes me kind of sad is it reminds me so much of how growing up I wanted to do, for the longest time growing up, I wanted to do forensic science. I was like, I want to do forensic science. Forensic science is amazing. It's so cool.
But your girl is dumb. Your girl is real dumb.
Well, okay. I have 2 university degrees, yes, but they're both in arts. They're not in science. Science is bad. Math is bad. Give me something to write. Sure.
But otherwise, I'm very dumb.
There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. So that's where the ink came from. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bat is always telling me you should always write your name on everything you own. Yes, somehow you strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Now, let's try to understand how the 2 men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rel and fired. However, Mr. Rel managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the 2 men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. What a crazy way to go. Still, something about that explanation doesn't seem right. I believe I have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Okay. So, he could not have shot him. Well, So he could have shot him from a further enough distance. However, we don't know for sure death was instantaneous. Right? So the working theory would have to be it wasn't. He was able to then stab the other guy. Also, one stab I don't think would have killed him. Personally. But also, if he fell first, he would have had to drop the knife, I would assume. I don't think he would hold the knife. Maybe I'm overcooking. Maybe overcooking this a little bit. Splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be from the ink from his fountain pen. Oh, let's ask the lab guy. A labby! Detective Gumshoe. I can confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it's just for one time in my life. If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen with his left hand. Oh, we're doing this shit again? It's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important in our case. Okay, if you say so, pal. He wouldn't have shot with his right. There's a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Oh, we've confirmed it's on the outside of the bag. Please get the blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose bag is in the blood? Whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. All right, please hurry. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else in or on the bag, sir. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so. I'll leave it in your hands, pal. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed each other, killed another is too simplistic in this case. The fact is there's actually a contradiction that shows that there's another possibility. No way, pal. Really? I suppose I'll just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Is here. It's the fountain pen. Eureka! Eureka! Now, we've come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he's left-handed. And yet, the gun is in his right hand. Miles, some people are indeed ambidextrous. It's a very small percentage of people, yes. But there are people. You can't say that. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? I used to be. I know, I had a friend from like elementary school who also ended up being ambidextrous a little bit because she broke her right arm and had to write with her left for the longest time. So she kind of got used to doing both. Did you end up picking like a dominant, or did one end up just being used more, Shay? That, lady and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen? The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. I write left-handed, but anything else I'm a righty. Oh. Interesting. Even with my lightsaber, my left hand is more dominant, but I take a right stance. Oh. So like, I assume then if you like hit a base or like hitting with a baseball bat, would you hit right-handed? Or would you hit like a lefty? That's an interesting one. Very interesting. Very interesting. Don't worry, you'll be retreating into the mountains soon, Umgek. A lefty with a righty stance, that is also not allowed. Oh. If anything, my strength is centered. That's fair. And no, you will not be eating thermal paste, Umgak. You will be retreating to the mountains soon, eventually. You can cool down there. Go hide in the forest. It'll be cooler that way. I've explained my reasoning why. Why, or are you asking why not to eat thermal paste, or why he's retreating into the mountains? Someone else? Plastic bag scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. Yes, why not eat thermal? I have explained why I don't recommend eating thermal paste. This is... Okay, also, okay, hold on. I need to scroll back up to your initial, your other argument for eating thermal paste. Hold on. You wanted to fuse your body. So, what I'm hearing is that you want... I don't know, just... No. I'll fuse my body with anyone with a lower temp right now. It'll fuse with me. Okay, I don't think eating thermal paste will end in osmosis of the thermal paste. I don't think that's how that works. My body will adapt to it, I bet. If I lose all of you because you decide to eat thermal paste, I'm going to be very sad. How about that? You wanna make me sad? Hmm? Hmm? Do you now? You wanna make me sad? You wanna make me sad? Welcome in. Welcome in, Knife King. Yes, the glorious King Miles Edgeworth. In his prime. In his debut form. Welcome in. Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Investigation complete. September 10th, District Court. Defendant, Lobby number 2. There's the autopsy report. It is probable that Mr. Real survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. Crime scene notes have been updated to my organizer. It looks like now we know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course! The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It's all very clear and simple. There's absolutely no margin for doubt. Do you really believe that to be the truth? Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you? That you don't want to believe it's true? Ugh. It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, is there any contradiction to be found, that is? Don't worry, I will. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous while Mr. Real survived for a short time. From this, it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Real. And Mr. Real, on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore, he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to prove her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous. Okay, we know this, because that was what the documents suggest. From this, it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Real.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Real before he died. Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now, I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. But what if he didn't shoot Mr. What's-his-face? Alright, so Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. Then he must have attacked Mr. Real before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. Objection. Hold it. Eureka! I love it so much. It's so silly. On the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him.
Hold it!
You really gonna do this? Is this really gonna be this stream? It's just gonna be me trying to convince you all not to eat thermal paste? Is that what this is gonna be?
Answer me. Do it. Answer me. I'm kidding. I hope you are. You better be. You better be. No. No, you say. You don't want to do that. No, you don't. Understand?
Welcome in, Wolfgang. I hope you're doing well.
Hello, writers. I hope you are doing well. My name is Maeve Gloomridge. I am the owner and curator here of the Gloomridge Museum of the Occult. I'm your guide to everything mystical, magical, and everything in between. And we are playing some Ace Attorney investigations today. We are helping Mr. Miles Edgeworth with his cases. I hope you had an amazing stream. What were we playing? Welcome, welcome. What? Sorry, 1 second. Itchy nose. Oh. Liza P. Yeah.
Are you in the DLC? Are you in the DLC at the moment? Oh, prepping to get into the DLC later. Liza P is fun. I wish not yet. That's fair. I've been watching a fair few people play the DLC, so it looks really, really fun, and I do want to get into it one day. But I love the story. I love the art. Yeah, I have it on console. So I just haven't picked up the DLC. It's so pretty. And the soundtrack is so good. It's so good. Well, I hope you had an amazing time with Liza P. Thank you for stopping in. If you do need to raid and run, please feel free. I know streaming can take a lot out of you. Get some rest, stay hydrated, and thank you so much for coming in. And you'll get to hear me make some more silly voices. So the soundtrack is amazing. It is. I listen to it sometimes when I'm working. Just cause it's good. But yeah, you'll get to hear some funny voices today. So you believe that the dying Mr. Rill stole the knife of Mr. Faraday? Well, Mr. Rill became desperate as to not want to die. human beings can do amazing things when they're put to the test. So the two men struggled. And in the end, Mr. Real was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy contradiction of this room is a testament to their struggle. If anything, I gotta get some water. Some water? No worries. Get some water. Stay nice and hydrated in this summer heat wave. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say it's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let you say... I can't let what you said slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise. So if you could append that statement to your testimony. Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rill used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. They didn't struggle. Okay. Is this all the evidence we have? Okay. That's all we have. Oh yeah, he didn't hear the sounds of a struggle at all.
Objection!
If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Huh. You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. Then how did Mr. Real get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It's not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Real saw a chance and took it at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Real took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. Then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Real after being stabbed. Isn't there something strange about what she said? Yeah, something is off. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot after being stabbed. Right? It's the bodies. Would it be the bodies or the gun? Okay, this could be two. This could be two things. This could be the notes that the bodies, how they fell in the autopsy saying he died instantaneously. Or this could be the pen or the gun because it's in the wrong hand. Let's try the bodies first. And if I mess it up, it's fine.
Take that!
According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantly, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not have fired the gun after that. Oh, you got me. But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there's only one other correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Real attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantly, would have been unable to kill Mr. Real. Therefore, Mr. Real must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. That's the only explanation that makes a logical sense. negating your opponent's idea in order to prove your own. I see you've been studying, Francisca. I just want to explain it to you as simply as possible. Before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. Foolish, foolish fool. How naive of you to believe that your only options are valid. That only your options are valid. And still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Yeah, okay, relax, Virgil. Francisca, you still got a ways to go. We're gonna get whipped again. We're gonna get whipped again. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday died instantly. And the fact that he did die gives rise to contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here, the order of events, the order the bodies fell, the evidence bag's location. The order of events. Right? Because here's the thing. I'm thinking that... But there's no extra blood. So did he... Because what I'm thinking happened would have been Mr. Faraday got stabbed. Or... No, that wouldn't work. Oh wait, well, they didn't say what was in the evidence bag. Just that his blood was on the outside. So if Mr. Faraday had the knife on him instead of the gun... Oh wait, no. If Mr. Faraday had the gun on him, it was in the bag, got stabbed, then he took the gun out, or someone else took the gun out and shot the other guy. Right? That's my thinking. That's wrong. There's a contradiction in the order you say. Oh, in that case, why don't you prove the contradiction already? Miles Edgeworth, remember that we are Von Karmas, must strive to be perfect in every way. Yeah. God damn it. Maybe I should have given a more detailed explanation? Let's see. Mr. Faraday died instantly. The order the bodies fell. I think she loved Trigger Danganronpa. Me or her or Francisca. The order the bodies fell. The bag's location. Me? Oh, I love the Danganronpa series. I have played them through and through. I love them. I actually have, I don't know if he's still here. He might be, I don't know. I have a friend, or the lovely Chef Taku, is doing a playthrough with a bunch of people of the second game, and oh, it's so fun to hear people's interpretations of their voices. It's so fun. Taku. Chef T-A-A-U. But yeah, they're doing a playthrough of the second game currently. Yeah. They're doing a playthrough of the second game, and I hold a special place in my heart for Danganronpa 2. It holds a special place in my heart. I actually don't know which of these it actually is. I'm gonna do this one. Nope, that's wrong. Oh, is that right?
Objection!
That cannot be right. Yeah, I'm like, that can't be right. Thank you for the hydrate, Dan. And the posture check. And the head pats. I'm so sorry the head pat redeem is not working. And the contribution to the cult. I will get the head pat working for next stream. I don't know what happened. Let me get this straight. What you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from the evidence bag and shot Mr. Real. Then the wounded Mr. Real found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. Real died afterwards. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, why would Mr. Real be under Mr. Faraday if they died in the opposite order? In that case, how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which the bodies are piled. No! Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Real's. Therefore, Mr. Real must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene— Ooh! No, not so fast, Miles Edgeworth. What now? I simply think you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She bounced back pretty quick. An explanation wouldn't be enough this time. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong. I appreciate the commitment to the movement she did. Yeah. No. Impossible. It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Girl, that's not gonna hold up in court. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest if they fell in the opposite order. Yes, it does. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. What logic? There's no logic here. She's saying it's possible. It's a happenstance. That's not logic. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. There's a chance that Mr. Faraday—
Hold it!
Chance. I hate that.
Objection!
About that. Pressing someone's testimony in order to gain some time to think. You're a real one-trick pony, aren't you? It's too bad your only trick works on fools. That wasn't my intent. I simply wish for more details as to how Mr. Faraday ended up on top of Mr. Real. Someone's impatient. I was just about to explain everything to you. So do you think you could hold on for a moment? Ouch. Francisca, I'll make you a deal. Hold on if you hold on to that whip of yours. Oh, I'll hold on to it all right, as I whip you. Ma'am, stop that. Get some help. Now that you've quieted down a bit, I'd like to continue if you don't mind.
Hold it!
The two fell on top of each other. Don't you find that just a bit strange? Not at all. I can see it in her eyes. She's dead set against me from the bottom of her heart. Miles Edgeworth, once I'm done here, you'll see that there's nothing strange at all. Now then, the two men fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. No.
Hold it!
What do you mean by attacked each other at the same time? I assume that Mr. Faraday had two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Real while holding both the knife and the revolver. And then, after Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Real grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. That's how Mr. Real wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. Okay, wow, you're really calling out their positions here, ma'am. You can't assume someone's a bottom just because they're on the bottom. At close range, that is more than possible. Yes, it's possible, but... Exactly. I mean... I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. It's just less common. Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got. Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. Okay. Close range. He does not have any burn marks. Yeah. The bullet that killed Mr. Real was fired from a few yards away.
Objection!
Objection! So, you believe they killed each other at close range. Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it was written in the crime scene notes, the firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Real's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Real and the gun must have been separated by a distance to at least 2 to 3 yards. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Real moved that far after being shot, it only leaves one possible explanation. What a completely foolish line, a foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, who was it who made the first move with the intent to kill? Huh? Who? The person that attacked first with murderous intent. That would be... neither man. here in this room contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. It was the third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit.
Miles Edgeworth. There's just one thing you're missing.
Evidence for it?
Exactly. Everything you said up to now is just nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime?
Of course. But of course. If a third person was truly here, the fact that would resolve the glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been a setup, made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it, and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that has not been yet placed. What is this piece that proves that the third person was involved? Okay. So, I know what he's trying to link. I just don't know which piece of evidence it is. I'm going to assume it is the fountain pen that proves that he's left-handed and the gun should not be in the right. I'm going to assume that is what we're talking about.
Take that!
No. God damn it. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, no. I'm like, oh, music didn't stop, but we're getting more dialogue. I got whipped. But there's definitely a contradiction there, and it should solve. Okay. Right? Then it's gotta be the gun. Details. Also, it doesn't help that it was discovered immediately after the shot was heard. It's gotta be the gun, though, right?
Take that!
Yeah. If it's not the pen showing it's his left hand, it's the gun and the bag. The gun that Mr. Faraday's in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hall the entire time and I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning that someone must have deliberately scattered them around. The little finger waggle. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for a moment. There's a high probability that blood splatter when a knife is used on... There's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. I know the wink too. If the culprit held the knife with the plastic bag around it, They could use the bag to catch any blood splatter that would have when they withdrew the knife. And then spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two. They were able to conceal their presence. Ah! Looks like we've got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes.
Objection!
Who? What the heck's up with you, pal? Wait, all of this has been happening right beside. Yes. Yes. Mr. Bad, I advise you place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. What? What's the meaning of What's the meaning of this? Huh. Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. That detective claims he was there in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that that it is all a giant lie. Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let his honor explain it to himself. I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period when there was no one in the hallway. What? See, Mr. Brad? So I ask you, why a detective who's supposedly doing his job the whole time wants to fabricate such a lie? Gumshoe, did you kill Faraday? No! Of course not, sir. It would appear that the one who set up this whole crime scene up was that detective. Which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. Looks like your perfect logic has come out tumbling down, Miles. Ugh. I was in the hallway the whole time, but didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Was that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're under arrest for the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth or so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was really there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I'm the one heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? More state of the hallway? That's the only one that doesn't make sense to me. Why we... Sure. Detective Gumshoe, I take it that no one else was in that hallway at any time, correct? Huh? Of course not, pal. You being off You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me? Watch your mouth, pal. You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence. I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Miles Edgeworth, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace. Yeah. Maybe you should ask about something else? What should I ask? Oh. Why he wasn't in the hallway? Why were you missing from the hallway for a span of time? Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay? But there's testimony against you that... The only logical reason as to why he was absent was he was busy committing the crime. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool. Ugh. Really? It is motive for the murders? I guess just to be like, Gumshoe has no idea what's going on in the world. So why would he kill these two? Doesn't make any sense. I guess. I suppose there's one thing I'd like to clarify. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime? Yeah. Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything? No, sir. Not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. Is that a fact?
Objection!
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying. The more natural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy. Because all I'm interested in is a perfect explanation. Sweet, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you a little with courtroom practice. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of his precinct. He stood there super pale, and Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly got his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for perfect explanation? You're totally misunderstanding me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge. Why? We can't trust anything you say. Sir. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there's some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Misused perfect explanation may not be so perfect after all. I do like her earrings, I will say. I think it's a very cute touch they added for her. So the detective being chewed out for... Sure.
Hold it!
What's that? Mr. Faraday was upset. Yeah, you know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beat red in the face. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the scales of justice, right? Yeah. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making right now, right? I'm completely innocent, I'm telling you. The poor man. It was quite the scene with the detective. He stood there super pale, blah, blah, blah. That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit. Sure.
Hold it!
To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. Not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that commonplace? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only a matter of... It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to its actual worth. Francisca, he's already dead. Don't kick him. He's already dying. Let him die. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers. Do you think this may be reason enough that detectives hate you people? Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay. Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. Yes, apply cold water to burn.
Hold it!
I'm actually not sure about this one. Is there something you want me to clarify in the case? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yes. You could clear up one thing for me. Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
Objection!
I didn't mean to click that. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. In the interrogation room, going senile. Yeah. You're a riot, Edgeworth. Poor baby. Tell you what, I'll let you have another go. How's that? Please. Can you clear up motive for killing real would be one. Right? It doesn't really matter the relationship. I wouldn't think. Not in this case. But he had no reason to kill the other guy. Nope, that's wrong too. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Real? His motive for killing Real? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred, wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. Huh. But that's impossible. She must know something. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. You didn't even do anything, you're already laughing right away? Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh? Could you explain your logic? And this time, please provide a try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Yeah, exactly. Why would he bother with both and not just wait till Faraday is by himself? Exactly. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight. Or is that a requisite trait for being avant karma? Miles Edgeworth, I demand you shut this rude woman up. I wish you would both be quiet for just 1 second. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Please. Motive to kill the men. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both. That's not true. You're covering for said person, ma'am. All you really have is to establish that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Real, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity to set it up to look like they had both killed each other. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there that would have a grudge against both men? Yeah. They're both men tied to the first case. I've never played a single game from this saga. I am having the time of my life. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I love this series so much. I love the Ace Attorney series. So I'm glad you're having fun. Is there someone else I'm overlooking that's somehow related to them?
Yeah. Yes, Miles, yes.
There's no one out there. I wonder if I have to press this first, or can I showcase this? Probably should press it first, just in case. It doesn't hurt to press it.
Hold it!
So there's no one who might have a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real? I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch. But I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in the courthouse today. She's lying through her teeth. We just saw someone like that earlier today. Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You.
Present. Present.
Objection!
Miss Yu, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Kodalpani embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Kodopan embassy staff, Mr. Real, and the man who was the lead prosecutor in the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Kochman had no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it. You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving. Ooh. You want to investigate Mr. Cochin? You just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial, or so I was told. Every copman in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived. And the only suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way, come on, Detective Bad, you gotta really believe me, sir. I was in the hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir. How many bullet holes can a person have on their clothes and still be alive? Apparently a lot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. 8, 9. 9. Okay, well, then you're saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway. No, sir. There was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it? That is one incredibly foolish detective. Standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals would fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at least offer up a "I spaced out while on duty" or the like. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation. Oh, he's got so many. He is Swiss cheese. Detective Bad. Oh. Miles Edgeworth, I'll go ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that. Ho ho. Right, everyone? Ho ho ho. Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Ooh. Before we do, Miss Yu, there's something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? Why is she still laughing? Why is she laughing at me? So, what do you want to ask me about? The current case of the murdered Kodofian embassy staff member. That word is gonna trip me up every time. Wait, does she also laugh when she's nervous? Maybe. We can't tell if she's just laughing at Edgeworth because of his getup, or if it's like a tick, like a nervous tick. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG8 incident case. Only among you law enforcement type. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG8 incident. I appreciate it if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Think making an ultra serious face in front of me? You think you can stop making an ultra serious face in front of me? Yeah. If you could please stop laughing for just a second. I'm not going to make any headway with this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how she's related to the K-18 case. KG-8 case. Miss Yu, I believe I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident. The file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG-8? It was the lead prosecutor. Right? Wait, hold on. Details. No, the victim. Sorry, victim. Her connection is to the KG-8 incident. Is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. What? Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face. And I couldn't help it, but... Miss Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Ahem. All right, I'll tell you everything I know. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, CCU. As I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial. By Manny Coachman. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. Huh? What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Coachen's trial was over. Apparently, a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. Then the evidence had been tampered with? It isn't just like a criminal to do something like that. The smuggling ring being ran out of the Amana group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Coachin out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. I cannot take her duck face seriously. It's her putting on lipstick. It's her putting on lipstick. If I was to talk like this and have my mouth like this the whole time, would you take me seriously? No. Glad I helped. Thank you. Manny Coachin. So, why are you talking to the guy who killed your sister? Why did Mr. Coachin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he arrived. He figured he should say hi. And one other thing. Looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. Ma'am. Take that. Take those words. Take those words for 2 seconds. And think critically. Why would he say that? Did you tell him about the murders? Otherwise, no one should know there were murders. No one should know. Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs is kind of creepy. Ahem. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claim that he was in his seat the entire time. Yes, but when you break for recess and there was no one there. Someone gets shot during the recess. My God. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, you know? Oh, thank you so much for the raid quality. Thank you. Hello, raiders. How are we? My name is Maeve Gloomridge. I am the owner and curator here of the Gloomridge Museum of the Occult. I am your guide to everything mystical, magical, and everything in between. Thank you so much for the raid quality. I appreciate it. What were we up to? Hope you're having a great mystery game experience. I am. Outlast Trials. That's a. Honestly, okay. If I could ever convince my lovely wife to play that game, it would be a hell of a time. Good time. Usually play mystery games though. Yay! But yeah, welcome in, raiders. I hope you had an amazing stream. I hope you had some fun with Outlast Trials. I know I would also probably like scream my little face off. No, with that attitude. But if you do need to raid and run, please feel free to. Please take care of yourselves. I know streaming can take a lot out of you. Please make sure to get some water, some rest, all that good stuff. And thank you so much for stopping in, and I will try to take care of your community as best as I can. You couldn't, I think? She would die. She might. Do drink the water. Water. Drink the water. Oh, thank you, Wolfgang. I appreciate that. She was scared by Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Okay, I forgot that she was freaked out by Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I think Outlast might be too much for her. But yes, we're on case 4 of investigations, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. You think so? Yeah, it might be a little steep. You know, we were talking about it, and we might be able to convince her for repo. And maybe that's her transition into Outlast. You gotta play Oh, you know, I miss the days of Amnesia. I miss the days of Amnesia. I don't know how many of you were in the Amnesia days and like the peak of like the custom story stuff. Oh, I miss those days. Simpler days. They don't make games like that these days. No. Even they tried to remake it and they couldn't. OG Slenderman. Wasn't into it, but was around. Fair. There's a picture of me and a friend hugging each other, scared after playing. Oh, I would love to see that. That would be so funny. I would love to see that. Or I don't know if you guys are also... I kind of want to do these for October this year. I do want to kind of do the OG oh god, RPG Maker pixel horror games like The Witch's House and Ebe and Mermaid Swamp and The Crooked Man and Misao and Yumi Nikki. All those. I'd love to do those. Those are fun. The Witch's House. Yeah. Yeah. Aoni. Aoni. God, I'd play Aoni again. Now I'm gonna, yeah, I have some of those. I need to play them. I haven't played them since about 2014. But I love those games. I don't actually recognize all those. Wait, which ones don't you recognize? Wait, which ones? Sorry, I'm really into those ones. You know, which I was looking for? PS2 OG horror game. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw someone playing a bunch of like the old Resident Evils that I was rewatching. And I'm like, my goodness, they fit a lot into those mansions. They fit a lot into those mansions. Don't know if it's just the titles I don't recognize. Oh, okay, that's fair. Oh, Father, yes! Mad Father, Mad Father. Mad Father. But we'd have to play Mad Father and then Misao. There was also another one that I played, but I don't think a lot of people played. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's something Alice? It's something Alice. But it was really good. Let me shake your hand, horror game enjoyer. Yes. I will shake your hand. That's the witch's house, I think. Or Mad Father. That could be a few of them, actually. Now that I'm saying that, I'm like, oh, that could be a few of them. Yeah. I mean, I think it rules out, like, Crooked Man, Mermaid Swamp. Ebe. Rules out a few of them. The Faith Zone. I have not. I have not seen the Faith Saga. It's not RPG either. I'll take a look at it. I have not. Oh my god. Go for it. Looks like someone knows what we're talking about. Someone knows what you're talking about. It's a rotoscope pixel art. Oh. Interesting. Rotoscope pixel? Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, feel free to post in the Discord. I'd love to see it. On my way to sharing it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I work on my way, and I'll catch this criminal on my own way as well. You'll see. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. Watch Scary Game Squad play it, all of it? Oh, right. Mm-hmm. I don't think I recognize the name of the game, but I know the Scary Game Squad. Did you know laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth? Don't you get tired of making such serious faces all the time? I'm charged with making all of the criminals of this world, making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty.
Thank you. I will check it out after stream.
I have no need for laughter. Come on, Edgeworth. Come on. There you go. Making that funny face. Oh well. Making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. Oh, Nyasity! Thank you for the raid, Nyasity. Welcome in.
Thank you, thank you.
I hope you had a good stream. Thank you for being here earlier. What were you playing? Welcome in, raiders. If you are new here, my name is Maeve Gloomridge. I am the owner and curator here at the Gloomridge Museum of the Occult, and I am your guide to everything mystical, magical, and everything in between. Thank you so much, Nyasity. I hope you're doing well. The new Rune Factory game. Oh? I'm new here. You are, but you're becoming part of the crew here, Wolfgang. You're becoming part of the crew. The museum is hiring many a staff. Yeah, how was it? If you do need to raid and run raiders, please feel free to. Please take care of yourselves, get some water, get some rest, whatever you may need. And I will see you all next time. The KG-8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus that detective, Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. What do you mean makes you cautious, huh? It's far different from the, is my name not fancy enough? I mean, your full title is Umgak, but not just Umgak. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, and my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, I had a feeling it was about the Rune Factory. All good. Save complete. Thank you so much for the follow, Anixia. I hope I said that right. Please apologize. I apologize if I did not say that right. We're gonna get timed out again.
Yeah, Raid. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Get buried.
Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in with the raid. I appreciate it.
Oh god, the Von Karma voice is coming. 1 second. Sir, what has become of the trial into the Cadopian embassy staff member's murder? Indeed. Since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely.
Looks like you'll have to wait for a bit longer for your big debut.
I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence of this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Cadopian embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real? What an outrageous circus it's all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus. Right, sir. I grow weary of this topic. Edward, I will have you assigned to a different case.
Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? Thank you for the head pats, Tyler. I don't know why the redeem is not working, but thank you. And for the hydrate.
I'll consider it. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for. I know that there is already a suspect for the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real. However, there's not enough evidence to prove that he is indeed the one who committed the murder. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof. Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection.
Oh. I don't like him. Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I are competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a real rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree?
If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win. And a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I am returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it I am not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir.
Of course, Papa.
Francisca, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie.
That means this competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I don't have enough information yet. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved in the case. But it wouldn't be interesting otherwise if he's talking about his own crime not being found. Yeah. Yeah. The forging of evidence. Yeah. But good morning, Tyler. Good morning. It feels like I slept a year. It's one of those naps where you're like, wait, what year is it? Did I time travel? Oh. The man glugging the water fountain is gone. I can't stop the water, sir. It seems that man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. Bunch of fools who pretended to not see the foolish actions of a foolish fool. Can you think of another word, Francisca? Please? Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand? As if I would do anything, as if I should have anything to do with this. I did a Maeve and didn't sleep at all. So are we still fighting? Are we still squaring up? Welcome in, Leg. I hope you're doing well. Besides, that water drinking fool's mouth is the only thing that officer should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later. The water guzzler. She seems to have quite the grudge. Sounds like to me like someone wanted to be. You should have heard me trying to make the gulping noise that the man was doing. It was not good. It was an incredible detailed model, isn't it? I heard that it cost as much to make it as the cost of the cart house itself. What's the point in making such an expensive model? I felt the exact same way upon hearing it. Ugh. It's so hard to understand such foolishness. Agreed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I don't think she's gonna have to. She has anything to talk about, but we'll see. We'll start from the left and work our way right. Miss you. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? You. Ma'am, you just had 20 minutes in a bloody room with her. You didn't figure it out. Yeah, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I'm Francisca von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I don't know who you are. Yeah. Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. Therefore, if there is one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you. Eyebrows all scrunched at the lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you. What exactly is so funny Sorry. I'm just really bad at dealing with super serious atmosphere. Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. I feel much better now. So, what is it you want to ask me about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in the defendant lobby 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. And by me, I mean Mr. Bad. By we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad. Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. A little something to discuss, huh? Like setting up the detective? Gumshoe? You're framing him? Because you don't want your little boy toy who killed your sister to go to jail again? Possibly? So I take it you were acquaintances with Detective Bad. Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG8 incident. Detective Bad was related to that incident. That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard about the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, Miss Yu, was CCU was my little sister. Making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they just met up about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two of them would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. He did mention he was in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her about what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Time of the murder. You claim that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad. But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Real away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, and we were just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Mr. Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. About how the trial was going and that. Then I insulted him some more. But when she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in the defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. What about Mr. Macreal? Mr. Macreal. I would like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Macreal. Now, your client first claimed that to be the Yatagarasu. Is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from the KG8, I began to ask Mr. Real all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Real was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made it up. He made it up? Mr. Real's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there was no footage of him sneaking into the Kodofian embassy itself. Hold on just a second. Then you mean to say that you knew he was not the real Yatagarasu? and he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. Well, okay. So, okay, here's the thing. Oh god, it's going fast. Uh-oh, I don't think I have autoplay on. Why is it going fast? I was going to say, not all defense attorneys get to choose who they defend. Some are appointed, and you just kind of have to go with what you get. You know? No, it's different because she chose this, I think. And it was not just appointed to her. She chose this. It's different there. But my point still stands. Some defense lawyers do not choose. Thank you for the posture check, Niacity. That's why most defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us Von Karmas. I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember at all what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, all right? And for that, you still have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I could get close to Mr. Real was to be his lawyer. I had no intentions for covering him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself. I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then. Perhaps the Yatagarasu is in on the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose There. I chose carefully, just like you wanted. That's just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What's wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? You know, some people are just into that, Edgeworth. I'm sorry to say, some people are just into that. And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I've never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information. Namely, in digging out dirt about backroom dealings of the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes them public for all to see. Vigilante or not. This person sounds like just another criminal to me. To be fair, Francisca is fucking deranged. Yes, seeing her unironically whip someone is either concerning or hilarious. I mean, Francisca carries a riding crop everywhere for one. Okay, the thing that makes this worse, is this is a time skip, right? So she's just deranged. And or deeply scarred. How old is she right now? 13. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I give you a lot more. I get a lot more clients now, thanks to that thief. No, like legitimately, there's a 7-year time skip. If I hold on. She's 13. So this is deeply troubling and or concerning. It also makes me wonder, how the hell was this child raised? Oh, she's studying in Germany. How does that explain anything? How? Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose that's all I can get out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. What about him? Can we talk to him? Sir, nothing to report, sir. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job? Germans get freaky and deranged. It's both, I see. Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. And then this guard can have fun in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Ouch. As am I. Okay, so this is a 13-year-old girl whipping a 26-year-old man. I have no comment. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, we should be able to find out that you are the killer. There will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you really are innocent, that is all. That's right. Hey, pal, go do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will ya? I would have done so, even if you had not requested me to, detective. Motive for the murder. You and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? What exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for a detective to be compared to a mere school child. During the recess, what happened, Gumshoe? What happened? You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from who? Earlier at around 3:20 from Detective Bad Pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope, not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you're carrying on your personage. Ah! Wait, you can't just do that. There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. And what is this open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Hands off, pal. Just show us it already. Yow. Oh, it's his bonus. Annual bonus check, $5. Except there's no check inside. You've had your look. Now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I literally had no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. So now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later. How could you? Annual bonus of $5. Literally had no money on him until he cashed it. I'm sorry, but I need to take him away for questioning now. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. Oh wait. Since he did become a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should confirm. Officer, may I ask you to wait a second? I still have one thing I'd like to confirm with the Detective Gumshoe. Understood. But please make it brief, sir. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about the crime scene occurred. When the crime scene occurred is the truth. Why do you vibe with the water fountain detective? Why do you vibe with the water fountain detective? You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hall. He's just having fun? He's not having fun. He's struggling. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then are you also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either? Is that also correct? Yep, not a single ant. Okay, well that's wrong. There is ants in the hallway. You do realize that lie you're telling is only making your life more difficult for yourself. Huh? Oh. But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hall, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that was beyond what I can even imagine. So he intends to continue to tell this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant's lobby is in order. Where does this child keep coming from? A swift kick in the butt. I don't know what noise that is. How could you not notice that coming? Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier?
Yeah, thanks. That's exactly what I need.
Oh, I see what we're gonna do. I see. Kids can be so cruel. Looks like she dropped something. She dropped a Swiss roll, I think. So now we gotta go find out how much a Swiss roll is in the vending machine. And if it's $6, then we know where Gumshoe's money went. Yep. Maybe we should arrest the girl? She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I've asked all I can of this man. Now, for Detective Bad and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or the scruff face, right? I suppose we should investigate the hallway in front of the lobby too next, right then? I suppose so. Shall we head over, Francisca? Yeah, we're gonna figure out if a Swiss roll is exactly $6, then she changed out the $1 change for the $1 bill that Edgeworth had, plus the $5 that his bonus was. And Gumshoe doesn't want to say that a child walked into the hallway. Why? I don't know. Because, like, yes, she may have been in the hallway, but what, if anything, that just gives Gumshoe an alibi that, yes, he was indeed in the hallway at some point. So I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. I think that is we're just about at our 4 hours. And since I kind of did stream a long time on Monday, I kind of want to rest my voice. Just a wee bit. But thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow for some more Claire Obscure. Yeah. Let me see. Do we have anyone to rape? Whee. You know what? Since they raided us the other night, let's go raid into... Unfortunately, I can only raid into one. I can't raid into 2 people. But we will go raid into the lovely Nori, or C Noir, and Durable Can, who came and joined us on Monday. And they are playing some It Takes Two. They're playing a lot of co-op games together, and they're really fun. So we will go say hi to them. Thank you all for being here. I very much appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.